Welcome back to the hot seat, the place where you get to have fun, inspiration, and tips on how to navigate medical school and its journeys. Today with me is the chairperson of the College Guild Council, Miss Dorcas Ahunesa. Nice to have you.
Thank you, Matthew.
How is life, Miss Dorcas?
It's fine, really. I have nothing much to complain about.
Nothing much to complain about.
Yeah.
So, the chairperson, how is it like being a full-time student and then politics, all that stuff?
I think before you join politics, you must be sure it's something that you really want, and you also must be ready to accept the sacrifices that come with politics. Yeah. And it's just unfortunate that following the amendment of the Guild Constitution in 2022, year ones were excluded from Guild politics.
Yeah.
Because back in my year, when I was a year one, my classmate Ikemeri, he stood for GRSS, School of Medicine, and he went through. So, but that aside, just because you've been excluded from the Guild politics, that does not mean you can't venture into other leadership positions. Because we have like different student associations, especially like CHS. CHS is very rich. We have like MUMSA, depending on the program that you're doing, different associations, the societies, surgical society, and all that. And then also people's tribal associations, you know, the Masogan Sete yes, that one. Yeah, so all the platforms for you to get exposure to leadership position, and also the most fundamental one, the most basic one, class rep.
Yeah.
Because if you to go back in time, you'll notice that most class reps usually end up venturing into guild politics. Actually, the current guild president, I think, was once a class rep. So being a medical student and also being into leadership, at the end of the day, you must keep in mind that you're a student first. No one is going to care that she was GRSS School of Medicine, she was a college chairperson. No. What brought you here is the tent. So, first things first, make sure you're chasing the tent. But also get time for yourself. You know, you have like 24 hours in a day. There's an obstetrics specialist who keeps on telling us to use your time well, like that 24 hours, divide them into 8. You know, 8, 8, 8. So 8 for sleeping. Okay, this is ideal, but you can just practically. So 8 for sleeping, 8 for your books, and then 8 for your extra life. Like have a life, yeah. So in that extra time for your personal life, there is sports, there is the voluntary work like Rotaract or the Gavo Club at Makerere, and then there's leadership. Yeah, there are usually these like debate union meetings. They're weekly, like every Thursday, and for those who are interested in politics, that's an avenue for you to go and like rub shoulders with people who are already in these positions. Then there are also the coffee meet and greet.
Coffee meet and greet.
We had it for semester 2 last year, semester 2. I wanted CHS to also have it, but then since this event is for all students, it's hard to bring them to Mulago. Like, am I going to have them come to Dean's Gardens?
I understand.
Exactly. So the next best option was pharmacy school. So we had everything ready. The date was set. We got the permission from the custodian of pharmacy school, and then I think it was just unfortunate that was the same day MUPSA had elections, and then I think there was some dissatisfaction with the president's results, the results for the chairperson of MUPSA. So now there was like a meeting happening, address that to their patron. At the same time, the coffee meet and greet was going on. So now they have to tell us, don't play music, you know, we're still busy in here. And then people come and they're like, how come there's nothing going on? And then they leave.
I understand. So, your leadership journey, how did you start? How did you actually get interested in politics?
My leadership journey started in year 1 at Africa. They advertised for SCR posts at Africa. And then, like in your year when you see posts and you're like, I don't think that's for me.
Yeah,
you're like, how do I start? This is just your first day. Exactly. Yeah. So it was like 2 days to the deadline, and then there were so many posts that hadn't been filled. And then next thing we are seeing, it's like 6 hours to the deadline, and the posts are still vacant. So I tell my friends, guys, let's just put our names. Whatever happens, happens. But let's just put our names. So I put my name on finance secretary. Then they released the final candidates, and we're all unopposed. So we just went through like that. So that is how the journey began, from having such a big post as a year one, because that's a very competitive post.
That is a very.
It's a very competitive post, and I still can't believe I went through unopposed for such a post when I was in year one. So now having to work with like the chair lady, with the warden, because now when you make a requisition for SCR, the warden calls the finance and the chair. So that kind of interaction, knowing like how things work, making accountability, like you get a glimpse into the bureaucracy of the university system. Then and the issue is that I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing, but once you get into leadership, it's like you don't want to stop.
It's like a drug, you get addicted.
Exactly. So that was in my year one. In year two, I was like, let me apply for deputy speaker. But then, unfortunately, we didn't have the elections because of that incident. And then student leadership roles were suspended. And then when they reinstated the student leadership roles, they had scrapped off some positions from the SCR, including the one I had applied for. Yeah. So in year two, I really didn't do. I didn't have much of a position. Still in year two, I actually wanted to stand for GRC School of Medicine. But then our class had the solidarity thing. If your classmate of yours is standing,
you can't stand against
leave them so that you consolidate the class's support for them. That's how we came everyone in our year one. So in year two, Kalunji was standing for GRC. So I'm like, it's fine, I'll stand in year three. He went on to become the health minister. So I waited for year three, and I think by the time year three came, I'd actually forgotten that I wanted to stand for GRC. It was someone who reminded me.
Time had passed.
Yeah, time had passed. And by then, in as much as I didn't really have a prior leadership position at the college, I had friends. I was like a very sociable person. So whatever class I had friends. And also from Rotaract Club of Mulago is predominantly CHS students.
Piso. Is it called Piso?
Yeah, than Piso. Predominantly CHS students. So I had good rapport with people. So when I stood, I declared my intention to stand for GRC School of Medicine, and then I had an opponent. She was in year four. And then we're like, how? Because precedent has it that only year three stand for, like, year one to year three stand for GRC. By the time you reach year four, like, you're tired. Or you're in bigger posts like college president or whole chairperson, chair lady. In a miraculous way, she decided to leave the GRC race at college, and then she went to stand at her hall. So she also went through unopposed at her hall. So she left me here unopposed, and then went to her hall and went through unopposed. So that is how I came into the guild house. That was the 89th guild house as the GRC for the School of Medicine. Previously, there are a lot of things that changed because of the Constitution Amendment. The Constitution is the Makere Guild Constitution. So all students related issues can be affected by the Guild Constitution. So previously, college chairpersons were not part of the Guild House. That's why back then GRCs were seen to have a higher position than the college chairpersons. Previously, they were called college presidents. Because college presidents weren't part of the guild house. But now, both are part of the guild house.
How did you actually get interested in becoming the chairperson of this mighty college?
To be honest, after being GRC and seeing all the chaos in the guild house, I was like, no, this is it for me. I don't want to subject myself to more of this stress. But also I was like, I want to focus on my books. But then while you're in the guild house, you get to interact with very many different people, not just the guild leaders, but those who are also in the political space, although not directly students. And then there are some of really good character, and when they see you achieve something, they want to push you further. So there is a friend of mine. I was actually like chilled. This was year three recess. I was in Cobas, knowing that, I've been GRC, I think, like what more do I want to do?
It already looks good on your resume.
Exactly.
In GRC.
Yeah, so, the guy calls me. Lucas, I want you to stand for College Chairperson next year. Actually, it wasn't even that. He said, Lucas, I want you to contest for Guild Speaker next year. I said, are you okay? I had witnessed how strenuous the speakership campaigns are in terms of money, in terms of time.
You need a lot of
mental health. It's like, you are mad. No, I'm not doing that. It's like, okay, let's leave that aside. You come for College Chairperson. And meanwhile, he wasn't even from CHS. He was from across.
Just a well-wisher.
Yeah, he was from Kais. That's a well-wisher. I'm like, man, just please find someone else. I don't want. I am tired. I just want to chill. Exactly, the pressure. It's like, no, Dorcas, you're being too soft on yourself. Don't you want to be the first female College Chairperson? Like, sounds good. Sounds good. Yeah, people will have that in mind that you're the first female College Chairperson.
Even when you're telling that to someone, I mean, they're like, the first.
Exactly. So I was like, okay, I'll think about it. But actually, previously, whenever people would ask me, Dorcas, after GRS, what are you going for? I'll just say chairperson, because like people just want an answer.
People just want to hear something.
Yeah, so I just say chairperson, like, to scare them, like, hey, she was not chairperson. But I didn't really have like that orientation. So this guy was like, don't you want the first chairperson? I was like, that would look good. So I was like, Dorcas, don't worry, I'll be with you every step of the way. We shall work together. What strategies, campaign team, all that. Yes, I have helped Guild presidents win, so don't worry when I'm on your team.
They're the endorsers.
Exactly. So I was like, I'll pray about it, because I'm a spiritual person.
God first.
Exactly.
God first.
I was like, I'll pray about it. So I used that time to actually push that when I was praying. It's like, I need God's guidance on this. Should I really go for this post? Because going for something and you don't have God's blessing,
obviously,
you're going to find a lot of weird resistance. So I prayed about it, and then I'm going to say, God told me
that I started to become a prophet, but it's coming.
Anyway, so what I got was that I got the confidence that whether I go for it or choose not to go for it, either way God is going to be with me.
Yes.
So it's like, I might as well go for it. So I decided, let me go for the post. So I applied, and then this online screening.
Yeah.
My microbiology marks had disappeared from my portal.
Oh my God.
But I saw these marks. I've been seeing these marks. But good enough, whenever they upload marks on my portal, I download the page.
Yeah.
So I texted the head of microbiology department, and I told them my marks are missing and they were previously there. And it's like, we're going to correct it. It was just they had uploaded them but the wrong course code.
Yeah.
So I removed them to upload the correct code. But that was like on Thursday, and the deadline was Monday the following week.
The pressure.
So Friday, I think it was actually a Friday, because once Friday comes, you're not going to make people in office all the weekend.
It is weekend. The weekend already starts on Thursday.
Pressure. But eventually he uploaded them. Then I ran to academic registrar, put my testimonial, ran to main campus. I think that day I almost fell off the judge when I was crossing from Mulago to. I was like, what is all this? This patchy. But anyway, then before I reached, that EC representative for CHS told me, no, Dorcas, okay, don't come, we've seen them. After almost dying on the way. so that was cleared. And then once again, the list for finalists for candidates comes out, and it's only my name.
Unopposed.
Unopposed. Yeah. So it was a very big privilege, and I do thank the guy who pushed me for it, because if he hadn't given me the confidence to actually just dare and apply, I wouldn't have been able to reach here.
God works in mysterious ways. I mean,
yeah,
you did all that for you.
Exactly. Yeah. So it's really good to pray. Please put God first before you move into whatever endeavors you have.
How has your time in office been? How has it your achievements? How has it been generally? All that.
Whenever people ask about let's say what it takes to be remembered as a good GRC, yes, like Romana Yakola, something like that. It depends on the climate during your time of office, because you can be in office, and then from the beginning to the end, no problems come up. So when there are no problems, there's not really like chance for you to actually come and intervene on behalf of the students. And when I was GRC, nothing much came up until the second semester, when some year fives had a retake in their year, and then the department was refusing them to do it in year 5 because they were saying you can't be in 2 rotations at once. So they were saying first finish your year 5 and then you come back the next year. Yes. So because of that, of course, they had written the letters to the head of department and all that, but then they need like to amplify their voice, so they reached out to the college chairperson. Unfortunately, college chairperson by then was not in the country. So college chairperson said, Lucas, just actually just do this for me because I'm not around. In fact, he says, Lucas, according to me, you're the college chairperson, just go and work. But I had to help them like follow up, call the academic registrar at main campus, explain, write letters. When they're going to see like the dean, I go with them and do that. So it's not that I was powerful enough to do something for them, but that act of showing up when the students need you the most is what matters.
That's true, babe.
So, and because I was there for them during that time, they were more than ready to back me up when I was coming for college chairperson. Then for college chairperson, my time in office as college chairperson has been very trying for me, because it was just a coincidence that in the first months of my time in office, I happened to have personal issues. Like, these are things you don't plan for, but then your parents just start doing this. You just get your life just starts falling apart.
The worst moment.
So I didn't really get to enjoy being college chairperson, because for the majority of the time I was actually depressed. So I was struggling. That's what mental health matters. I was struggling with depression, and then but students don't know. They don't know.
They don't know the problems. I think the leaders pass through.
They don't know that.
Them.
So at the same time, government allowances, specifically for CHS. Then now they're saying, of course, they keep on saying, you people are eating our money. I don't even know.
You're doing nothing.
Exactly. Then for some reason, when we're going for recess, CHS hadn't sent the lists for students supposed to have residency during recess. So I had to do that. And things just, I couldn't even get time for myself to be depressed in peace, because all the time I'm running for something for the students.
You are depressed through chaos.
I lost so much weight. Although sometimes it's hard to tell, because I'm already a small person. So if I've lost weight, you can't tell. Like, what have you lost?
But you yourself, you know that
I know. Then it hasn't really been that difficult. Apart from that, of course, I'm recovering from that. That's why I'm actually able to have these upcoming events. But the things that I had really wanted to do that I was pushing for when I was campaigning, I wasn't able to do them because of the personal shortcomings. And I am sorry
for anyone who has been affected.
Who has been disappointed that, Lucas, you promised us this, you didn't do that. Things were out of my control and I really couldn't do much about it. But at the end of the day, I wanted to make sure that at least let me give them, I don't want to say the bare minimum, but like the most basic thing a college chairperson can give. And that's what gala.
Happening this Saturday.
Yes.
What should we expect by the way? The CHS College Gala, I mean, it is a very massive event.
Actually, I'm very excited about Gala because we didn't have one last year.
Yeah.
So people are really anticipating this coming Gala, and I've made sure I've really tried to put everything in place. I even invited a college principal to come make an appearance, like an opening speech, and then we go. So if all goes well, we shall have a cow for a winner.
Which it
will. If all goes well.
Yeah, I know it will.
If all goes well, I'll say that right.
It's calm.